Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm finally filming my massive Japan haul. It's gonna be a really long one, so I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's get right into the haul. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amelia and I do videos on luxury and lifestyle. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, do consider subscribing. Click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I am going to break this video down into various categories and show you all the things that I've got over the entire Japan trip. So I was actually in Japan for a total of 17 days. It was quite a lengthy trip. I decided to bring my parents to Japan because I think my mom hasn't been and my dad has only been like once really long time ago, and I really wanted to bring them overseas before they get too old and they can't really do a lot of walking, because in Japan you tend to have to do a lot of walking if you want to explore certain areas. And I actually surprised them with like a business class flight all the way to Osaka, but on the way back we took economy because I'm totally broke right now after the trip, but I hope they enjoyed themselves. So obviously, because we were traveling quite a bit and moving around cities quite a bit during the trip, I didn't have a lot of time to shop. But thank God I didn't have a lot of time to shop because I already amassed so many things on the trip, like little bits and pieces. I'm also going to create timestamps for the different categories, so if you're only interested in say beauty or fashion, you can just look below and just click according to the timestamp. And yes, let's get right to it. I am going to start off with beauty because I know a lot of people are interested in beauty. So let's get right into it. So across Japan, there are a lot of like cosmetic stores like scattered all over. They have all these like huge like stores selling all sorts of things, not even donkey, but like donkey like stores like Welsia's, like I can't remember some of the names of it. They sell food, they sell snacks, they sell cosmetics, they sell homeware items, they sell anything that you can think of, okay? But obviously I was very interested in the cosmetics and beauty department, so I made a beeline for it. I have a huge bag of beauty stuff over here. I'm just gonna pull them out for you. I was honestly trying to control myself because I'm still going back to Japan like in September, so anything that I didn't get, I will probably get on that trip. So starting off, I decided to get myself two of the Dejavu Eyeliners. I love these eyeliners. They are felt tip eyeliners, and I actually got them on my last trip to Tokyo in 2019 and I just completely fell in love with it. I was regretting not getting more. That's because I don't think they actually stocked that in Singapore back then, but I think as of last year I actually saw this in Guardian, so you can actually pick this up from Guardian now, but obviously it's cheaper in Japan, so I decided to just pick up two of them. This is in the black felt tip. I know they have black and like extra black or something like that, but this is Sei, so it's basically like just black, I think. So yes, I picked up two of the eyeliners. It's great. It stays on your eyelids all day. I have really oily eyelids, so they just work great. They don't budge at all, so I really like them. Is this Canmake? Yes, this is Canmake. I also got a couple of items from Canmake because everyone is going on and on about Canmake and how great it is. I'll be very honest and tell you that a lot of my makeup are basically from America because I tend to buy the American makeup more, but that's because I can read them and like I feel like I can't really read the Japanese and like Korean makeup brands, so I didn't really veer towards them, but I'm trying to. So I got myself the Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel. This is in the UV. So if you can't tell, I'm actually using a new camera because my old camera died. So this auto focusing, I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's a little bit slow, I think. Not sure why. So this is SPF 50 PA++++ for face and body. I really like the packaging. It's like in seashell mermaid and it's like so apt for like the Little Mermaid that just aired in cinemas. So that is SPF sunscreen. So I also got a mascara base and top coat. So it basically looks like that. It's a bit confusing because it literally says Quick Lash Curler Easy Remove. So I guess it's just basically telling you that you can remove this mascara very easily. So hopefully that's that. And I also got a Canmake Jewelry Shadow View. It looks like that. I was really trying to resist buying too much makeup just because I have already so much makeup and I really don't need any more. So I got that shimmery one because I feel like it's just very easy to dab and go, because I usually use like shimmery makeup and I just swipe it across my eyelid and call it a day. I also got the Canmake Quick Lash Curler Long Mascara. I really want to like stock up a little bit on mascaras and like try different mascaras, just because the Japan ones are really good. So if this is great, I'll just go back to Japan to buy more of it. And then I also chanced upon this brand called Uzu. I love the packaging. It's like this brown cardboard box and like it has this pink packaging, but the eyeliner is not pink, it's in brown, like a very nice shade of brown. I think I swatched everything on my hand. If I can find the picture, I'll just put it up over here. Yeah, it's super long lasting. I really tried to get it off. Like I really wiped it and like used water and all that. It just wouldn't budge. So I really was quite impressed and I really like the packaging. I feel like I should have been more adventurous and get a color, but I decided to try the brown one out first and see how it goes. If it's great, I'll go back and buy more. I also decided to get a lipstick from Ettusais. I feel like I'm butchering the name. But the packaging is like so hard to tell that it's from that brand. I had to really like zoom in on it. Maybe I'll just like open it right now and show it to you. Please don't mind my nails because they look disgusting. I really need to get them done again. Oh, so the color looks like that. Okay, the color looks like that. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna swatch it for you. Should I? So it looks like that. It's very pinkish and just like nudie. So I figured, you know, it's great for every day. No, I'll probably put it on right now also. Oh, that's great. It's a nice flush of color. I am not sure if any of you are like me, but I cannot stand having things on my like hand for very long periods of time, especially if I know I'm going to be touching white things. So I'm just like, I cannot. Like even when I'm cooking, I will massage the chicken with all the butter and the oil, but right after that I really need to like wash my hand clean because I just can't stand the grime. I'm digressing, but let's move on. Sticking with beauty, I actually chanced upon this like beauty store, I think in Tokyo. Was it Tokyo? Yeah, near the Sensoji shrine in Asakusa. I hope it's called Sensoji. It's a really pretty store and I didn't know about it. I just happened to chance upon it, and they are doing all customized hand creams and like lip balms, and they did it in all the dates of the year. So obviously I picked one up in my birthday. Oh, this focusing is like not great, but anyway, this is my birthday. So they have different packaging for different birthdays. I picked up a few for my friends and family, but I would have like picked everything up and like for every single person, but it's a lot of money and I don't have enough like luggage space, so unfortunately I can't do that. And then my friend also recommended me this place called Shiro. Apparently it's very popular. So it's essentially like a fragrance brand. They do like beauty stuff as well. So I picked up a fragrance, a Shiro fragrance. This is in the scent Savon. It's apparently like their signature scent. Oh, it's very nice. Yeah, I really like this one. So I was told that you can spray this on your wrist and you can use it as like a room spray. You can use it as like a hair mist as well. So it's like multi-purpose. I thought it was very interesting, so I decided to pick one up. If I really like this, I want to go back and get their like perfumes, because I think there was like a Singapore created scent. So it's supposed to smell like your freshly clean white linen shirts. I think that's what it is. So I really want to pick that one up as well. So this is Shiro. It's very popular. So right before filming this video, I was watching Maggy's Japan haul as well, and I think she picked up something for Shiro too. I loved watching her haul. I'm gonna link it down below. I was like, yes, I'm gonna do my haul soon. And like, I love all the things that she actually bought on the trip as well, and I'm just gonna bookmark it, because the next time I go to Japan, I'm gonna pick some of the items that she mentioned up as well. I also picked up this eyeshadow palette from AZTK. That's what the brand is. I believe this was from Donkey, I'm not sure, but it's very neutral and very shimmery. So yes, that's the other eyeshadow palette that I picked up. Oh my god, I still have like makeup stuff. This is massively random, but there were these like what do you call it, ear sticks, like to get your ear wax out. Do you know how like in Japan, instead of having the ear buds, or in America you call it Q-tips, instead of having both sides in cotton, one side is in cotton and then one side looks like this, so that you can actually dig out the wax if you have like dry or like sticky wax. So I really love this. I love this so much that I decided to pick this up and I use it, and I think you can clean it. I'm not sure. I'm just going to give this a go. I got a sponge cleaner from Shiseido. So yes, it looks like that. It's a very small bottle, because my makeup sponge cleaner is running out. And then I also got a dark brown 3-way eyebrow pencil. It looks like that. I thought it was really interesting. There's like a thicker tip, and then there's like a crayon tip, and there is also like a spoolie that you can use. So I thought that was so interesting. I decided to give that a go. And then at the airport, because my mom wanted to pick up a Dior lip glow, I decided to pick some stuff up as well. I picked up the Cle de Peau Concealer, the famous one. This is in the shade DO. I think that's the one that's nearest to my skin tone. It's SPF 25 PA+++. And it's 5 grams. I'm sure everyone is very familiar with the Cle de Peau concealer. If you are not, apparently it's supposed to be like the best concealer ever. So I can't wait to try that out. I also decided to just get a MAC 217 brush, because I've been wanting to get one for the longest time, but I just couldn't put a plug on it, so I decided to get one at the airport. Okay, let's switch it up. Moving on to random items category. I feel like a lot of people will be very interested in this category, because they are items that I picked up at Donkey or like just randomly along the streets, blah blah. So I picked up this foot care. I think this is like a foot bed scrubber kind of thing, like to get rid of your like dead skin cells, which I have a lot of. So I decided to pick this one up and try it out. I purposely waited until I filmed this video before I took this out. If not, it's gonna look disgusting. This is very random, but because I have ingrown toenails, I picked up this self-care kit for like ingrown toenails. Apparently you're supposed to like place the tape at both ends and then stick it up so that your toenail will stop growing inwards. Honestly, I have no idea how is this supposed to work. If anything, I'm just going to report this back on Instagram stories. So if you're not following me on Instagram already, I'm going to link my Instagram here so that you can follow me there. I post a lot of random shit. So yes, if I were to report anything, it will be on my Instagram stories. I also picked up a bunch of band-aids. So these were the ones I picked up from Donkey, I think. I really like the ones that I picked up in Paris. If you guys were following me on my Paris Instagram stories last year, you will know that I had a massive blister at the ankle of my feet because of my new Fendi boots that I didn't break in. So I had to get like plasters, and I found like this like gel kind of plasters. I'm not sure if they have this like in Singapore, but I've not seen them. The Japan ones are strangely rather expensive, but I've tried one on and I must say that it really worked very well, and it stayed on my foot for so long. The ones that I got in Paris kind of like disintegrated after 1 or 2 showers, but this one really stayed on like I think past 4 showers. So I think that's great. The lasting power is amazing. I guess that's why they couldn't justify the price for it, I suppose. Next up, I got this stain pen from Dr. Beckman. I think I've seen some reviews on this, and it basically removes fresh stains instantly on your shirt. So I think it's quite handy to bring it out. Remove any stain residue with a napkin or cloth. Press the tip onto the stain to release solution. Remove stain by gently rubbing the tip over the stain. You know, if I wear a lot of white stuff, I think this is great, so I'm going to keep it on hand. My mom actually got me this like clear glitter coaster in the shape of a shell because she knows that I like anything under the sea and like mermaidy as well. I mean, I don't really need it, but it's cute, so I'll gladly take it. This is so silly, but I got this little Sanrio plushie from Donkey. It's so cute. Look at it. Oh my god. It has like little ears and little bows over here. I was honestly trying to find like a gachapon that I really like. If you don't know what a gachapon is, maybe I'm butchering the name of it, but basically they are like these little balls that a lot of Japanese people play. You place like maybe 500 yen inside the machine, and then like it's like a slot machine, and then a ball will come out and like there's a toy inside. I can't find one that I really like, but I decided to settle for this Sanrio plushie, and I'll probably try again on my next trip. But this one will keep me company for now. It's so cute and it's so soft. I love it so much. I just like stare at it every day. It's on my desk. I really should take the tag out, but I haven't. So I got this claw clip from I think a store in, if I'm not wrong, in Kyoto. It has pearls, it is gold. I really like it, and what I like most about it is that it's so sturdy. Like I actually clip my hair using this before going to the onsen, and I will tell you that I have destroyed many hair clips just because my hair is too thick. I know it's a great problem to have, like everyone is telling me, but seriously girl, like if you have such thick hair, there are certain things that you cannot do, like use a claw clip properly, okay? I have no idea how many claw clips I have broken before even using it. I think I even broke one in the store while trying it on and had to pay for it because like it broke. So yes, I find that this one is rather sturdy, so that's great. I also picked another one up. Essentially they look similar. I picked the Pro one up first, and then I picked this one up. This one is a little bit more minimal. It's just gold braided, but it's equally sturdy as well. So that's great. I love my 2 new claw clips, and I hope they won't break on me. So far they haven't, so that's great. So I think this was in Tokyo, but we were staying very near to this like really huge stationery shop, so I decided to pick some items up from there as well. The 2 items that I was very excited to pick up was this two-way cutter. Basically it is like an envelope cutter, and it's also like a package cutter that you can use. I find that so interesting. I've already tried using this on like an envelope. Maybe I can show it to you. This is great. I just realized that I have envelopes that I've not opened up. So anyway, I'm just going to show it to you. So you use this, and then you just... It takes a little bit of like effort, I think. Oh, this one can't do... Oh no, this is not good. Maybe like a thinner one. I suppose it doesn't work on all of the envelopes. So yes, this is the thinner one. So it just goes through like that, and then you just very easily... Okay, that's not too easily. But I think it's great because you don't need to like use those like envelope cutters. So yeah, that's how you work the envelope, and then it opens up like that. The only thing about this, I would say that you can't like obviously do the thicker envelopes, and you also can't do... what else can you do? So I've tried on one of the envelopes and they actually slice the paper inside into half. So if you have like a check inside, that's not great. So just something to be aware of. Okay, what's this? This looks important. So the other side is actually for parcel, so you can just slice the parcel. You press on this little tip here, and then like I think there's a blade that comes out, and then you can just slice it. I've tried it, it's really sharp, but because there is a cover here, so it kind of like protects the blade from coming out, so that's great. The other thing that I was really excited about was this stick concealer for your packages. Because I'm always getting like envelopes that have my addresses on them, I want something to actually erase out the entire address before I dump it out, because you know, like all about privacy these days. So this one actually censors your address using like a censoring thing, and then you can just swipe it and then just throw away your letter without having to shred it. So I get someone to actually shred all my paperwork, because now there's all these things about PDPA, so I'm very like particular about that actually. So in that shop they do sell a lot of stationery, so I actually managed to find my calligraphy pen that I always use, but these are in like different colors. I actually think that you can find this in Singapore. In Funan there is like this massive stationery store as well. They probably have this, but I saw this there and decided to pick them out in the pinks. And then I also picked up some pens, one in gold and then one in pink as well. Obviously you can tell what are my favorite colors. I tend to just use the Muji pens, but these pens look really nice to write in, so I decided to get them as well. Everything is falling apart. So whilst I was at Lake Kawaguchiko, I actually went to a sake brewery tour, and they brought us around the brewery, and they also did some like sake tasting along with some whiskey tasting. I will tell you that it was not the best idea to drink on an empty stomach, because that day I went, they only had 2 sessions every day. One's at 9:30 AM and then the other one's at 3 PM. I believe you need to reserve beforehand. I only booked it when I was in Japan, so I don't think you need to reserve it massively beforehand. But I'm sure that they kept it at 4 packs, because my session only had 3 people and they already said it was fully booked. So I'm assuming they were capping it like 3 to 4 packs. So they were so kind and they gave us this Mount Fuji sticky and clips. I thought it was so cute and so fun. And we also got to bring home the sake mug that we used in the class. So it looks like that. It's like a pink sake mug. I really love it so much. Yeah, this is great. I really need to wash this as well though. I got myself a pencil case. This is in real leather, and I just chanced upon it. I think in Yokohama they had like this red brick warehouse where they were selling all sorts of things. There was mainly like independent stores and they really had very nice things, but I decided to pick up a pencil case. It looks quite similar to the current pencil case that I'm using, but that one's really cracking, so I decided to get this in this colorway. So it's like a grey with like blue stitching and like a brown leather tag. Very cute. And then speaking of random, I also got myself some cushion covers. They look like that. So pretty. I got one in blue, in dark blue, and then the other one in like light blue, just simply because I can't decide. And if I want to change it up, because I usually have one cushion on my bed like in the middle, so if I want to change it up I can just switch it around. But if not, if I place the 2 of them together, they still look kind of cohesive, so I thought I'll just get one in dark blue and one in light blue. I really like the one in pink just because it looks exactly like my Elizabeth Scarlet pouch. I have this Elizabeth Scarlet pouch in like hot pink with like stars and moon on it. I lost it in Paris because someone pickpocketed it, but I managed to get it back. I got my friend in London to buy it back from me because I was this desperate and I really loved that pouch a lot. I I think I got this at the Open Air Museum in Hakone. Yes, I got this in Hakone. Is this Vincent van Gogh like 3D postcard thing? Really love it. Something else that I got from the Open Air Museum is actually this jigsaw puzzle. Looks like that. So pretty. We actually got to see this in person as well, and I took some photos on it. It was so hard trying to get everyone out of the picture because the stair is like a spiral staircase going up, and then there's like another side that's coming down. Yeah. So I'm just gonna post some photos up as well. This is 500 pieces, and I thought it was so pretty, so colorful, and it's like stained glass and all that. I think I would really enjoy making this because I love myself a good puzzle moment. So I also picked up this bag strap thing from the shop that I got the cushion covers from. So it essentially looks like that. I thought this will go very well with my Loewe puzzle. I wanted to try on like on the trip, but I didn't manage to. But I know that this will go quite well with it, so I can't wait to try that out, or like on any random bag, you know. This is cute. Very pretty as well. So in Japan, there are a lot of shrines around. Like every city, every area that you go to has a shrine. So a shrine is basically like a temple, and they sell a lot of this like lucky charms, I would say. So my mom actually got me this. So this charm is quite special because it's like in your birth month. So I told her I didn't need one, but she insisted on getting it. I was like, okay, so we just share because I'm born in the same month as her. So this is like our lucky charm. I need to give it back to her. I really think that she should hold on to this one. And then I also got myself this charm. I can't remember where I got this charm from. I feel like this one is from Hakone. It's essentially like this purple green charm, and then every charm at the back has something different. This one has like Mount Fuji on it, and this one actually is for success and like work in life, like success in life, like achieving. So I thought this was really apt for myself. I really needed this. So if you can read Mandarin, this one actually says Sheng Shou. So Sheng means what does it mean? It means to win and to succeed, and then Shou means to hold on to it. So essentially that's a lucky charm for success. So I decided to go to Yokohama because we had one free day for a JR pass left, and I wanted to maximize it, and I thought it would be great to bring my parents to the Cup Noodle Museum. I really enjoyed the museum. I thought it was really interactive, and I highly recommend you go make yourself a customized cup noodle to bring home. So you actually can customize the drawing. I just did a drawing of, I think, where was this? Was this like at Lake Kawa? And then I wrote Japan here, and then, oh my god, almost dropped it. And then this is the Japanese words for Ohio, and then I just did some pink sun ray thing. I can't remember what I put inside. I think it was tamago, that little cute little chick thingy. Was it a chick? I think I put like prawn inside, and some like green onion, if I remember correctly. And I think the soup base was chili tomato because that was the most interesting one out of them. So yes, this was my cup noodle. I have not eaten it. I am going to eat it. It's not going to sit on my shelf because just stupid. So, and then I also picked up some stuff from the gift shop. I thought this was really cute. This is actually a cover for your cup noodles. So it looks like that. So every single time you're making cup noodles, you know how the lid just pops out and then you have to place something on it so that the lid closes? You can actually put this on it right now. So essentially it acts like a lid, a cover lid, and then you just pick this one up because it's hot and your noodles is ready. It's so cute, and it just looks like the lid of the cup noodle brand, Nissin cup noodles. So yes, is this Nissin? I hope it's Nissin. Another thing that I picked up from the Cup Noodle Museum is actually this trifecta cup noodles. It was not really expensive, so I wanted to try it out because I think they are like special flavors, if I'm not wrong. It doesn't really say here and I don't really want to open it up right now, but it's kind of cute. There's a handle that you can hold it, and then there's a lot of words at the back. It says, there is no such things as too late in life. Failure does not provide us with the key to success. An idea that cannot be commercialized is nothing more than a whim. I agree. So if you're not aware like me, I actually only found out when I was at the Cup Noodle Museum that cup noodles were invented and founded by Momofuku. That is where all the light bulbs started to shine in my head. I was like, oh my god, that's why the ramen shop in New York is called Momofuku. I did not know that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe. I'm so ashamed of myself. So it was really cool, like getting to know his story and how he decided to come up with cup noodles. And he's very entrepreneurial. It's like, there's nothing I can't do, I'm gonna get this done. I really like his spirit. That's why it says that the entrepreneurial spirit means creating something from nothing. So anything is possible. Be meticulous yet bold. I live by that. I really love it. I almost forgot to bring this to show you because I've already opened and eaten it, but it's essentially from the Cup Noodle Museum as well, and it's this like in Mandarin it's called Ma La Da Do. So I think there's like minced meat and it's soaked in like chili oil. It says to have it with like an egg, like an onsen egg, or you can put it on like tofu as well, like cold tofu to eat. The other day my mom cooked porridge because she was not feeling well, so I decided to put this in my porridge. And guys, can I just say that this is freaking amazing. I love it. I have no idea what they placed inside, but it smells so good. Like I really hope you can like smell this through the camera. Look at that. I'm trying not to tilt it too much, if not the oil is gonna come out, but it's just amazing. I love it. I'm gonna treasure this because I only have one bottle of this. Because we're on the topic of food, let's move on to food because I have some snacks to show you. The first one being this matcha biscuit thing. Obviously I've already opened it. It's already open and I like eaten it. It's very nice. The thing is, some of them have already melted. It looks really gross, but the ones behind are hopefully still fine. Oh yes, they are fine, because the moment I saw it like melted, I decided to put it in the fridge just to like make sure it doesn't get worse. Sorry. I just had to eat one. The matcha taste is great and the biscuit just complements it so well. I think this is a very popular like chocolate snack from Japan, so you definitely need to try this out. I also bought home the Maggy pistachio. Looks like that. Very cute. Can't wait to try that out, but I've not opened that. And then because I really like this, my mom got me the Hojicha Kit Kat. I don't think you can get this in Singapore. I'm not sure if Donkey sells it, but this is Hojicha, guys. Hojicha. I think maybe, oh shit, I think maybe Donkey sells like matcha, but I'm not entirely sure if they sell Hojicha. I wanted to give this to my girlfriends the other day when we went to Korean barbecue, but I realized that they were all melted as well because I took one out to have, so I decided to put it in the fridge. So they come packed individually like that, and it's very cute. I love it. I've had one and the flavor is just amazing. So good. Not cheap though, because like I think I saw that it was like $7 or $8 for this. I could be wrong. And then whilst we were in Kobe, I chanced upon this and I decided to get the Kobe beef curry so that I can come back and recreate it. I will report back. So I think this is just the curry packet, and you can microwave it or you can put it in a bath of like hot water. I can't read Japanese, but I'm just looking at the instructions and using some common sense. And then whilst in Hakone, they actually sell like a lot of daifukus as well, and there was this like strawberry thing. Oh, I didn't have the packaging. The packaging is outside, but it's so cute. Should I bring the packaging for you? But anyways, I'm too lazy to go get it, but it looks like that. It's like strawberry, like mochi. I'm not entirely sure if I should be putting this in the fridge because it wasn't in the fridge in Japan. So I'm just worried that if I put it in the fridge, it will harden. There is no strawberry inside, but it's like filled with strawberry like flavor paste. So squishy, look at it. Oh my god. These are so good. I'm so glad I don't have to share it with my parents because they will not eat stuff like that. They are super unadventurous with food. So honestly, on the trip, it was quite a challenge. I'm going to move on into some homeware items. Japan is known for all their like cookery and crockery. They have a lot of them and it's very exquisite. You can even customize your own chopsticks. I really wanted to do so, but I didn't manage to go back to the store that I wanted to do in time. You can even write your name on it. So pretty. I picked up these two wooden spoons. They just look really nice and there's this like angular pattern on it that I really like, and it's just a deep wooden spoon and the wood on it just looks so pretty. I also tend to get things in pairs just because if I ever lose one, I have a backup. And also if I have two people coming over, it just looks nicer that way. So whilst I was at Gotemba Premium Outlets, I also chanced upon Franc Franc. I really miss Franc Franc. We used to have Franc Franc in Singapore. It was located at J-Cube and now they're demolishing J-Cube. So anyways, if you follow my Instagram stories and my cooking, the huge white platter and the huge blue platter that I have are from Franc Franc, and I think like a lot of the random stuff that I have are also from Franc Franc. So I got a set of chopsticks from them. It's so cute. It comes in like multicolor and like pastels. It was not too expensive, so I decided to pick this one up, even though I kind of wish they did it in just like neutral colors. And I also picked up this little dish thing from Franc Franc. It's like, it looks like that. It's like peach color. I think it's so cute because in Japan, like they are very huge on teishoku. Is that what it's called? Like little dishes with like rice. I feel like what I would do is to place rice here, and then I can put some like little dishes here, and then maybe put some curry, Japanese curry here, or I can have like pork katsu here, rice here. I don't eat that much rice anymore. And then I will place some like little pickles over here. Oh my god, I love the Japanese pickles. Can't believe I didn't manage to get some back. Whilst we were in Hakone, I actually brought my parents to a very popular onsen. It's called Yo Onsen. I'm going to place it down below in the description box. And everything that I can link below, I will link below for you. So in the onsen, you actually have to get your own towel. We didn't bring any towels, so I decided to just pay for 3 towels and pay for... I also paid to rent like their yukatas because I wanted to take photos in them. It was not super expensive to rent the yukatas. I think it was like $3. I don't think you can tell people that you've been to Tokyo without having been to Disneyland. So I went to Disneyland as well. And what did I get? I got myself another pair of ears. Oh my god, I freaking love these like novelty shit, okay? Like, it's so pretty. Look at the colors. I also brought my own, so I already have one from my previous trip to Tokyo Disney Sea that I gave my mom, and I bought another one for myself. I love this. I was trying to limit myself to 1 year. If not, I would have bought the whole store. The other ridiculous thing that I couldn't resist were this soft toy bunny. So this is Thumper and Thumper's girlfriend, and they're rabbits, and I love rabbits because I'm born in the year of the rabbit, and they're so cute and so soft and fluffy, and I love them. I was bringing this back on the plane, like I was telling my mom if we don't have enough space in luggage, I'm just going to hug this onto the plane. Like how people bring their neck brace, I'm just going to bring this, and this will be like my neck brace, even though I have no idea how that's supposed to work. They can just sit on my ears like that. I love them, it's so cute. I'm really glad I bought them and I didn't leave them behind. So the rest of the other items that I have here are fashion related, so I'm just going to show you. I bought this Baymax t-shirt from Disney as well. So it looks like that, and then it has a little heart here, so cute. And then at the back it just says Baymax. Yeah, it's a really huge t-shirt. But the front is like shorter than the back, so that's great. I think they only had one size, and this is in M and L, so it's really oversized. I think that's all I got myself from Disney, so that's great. I got my parents this matching Tokyo Disney t-shirts as well. It's very colorful and very cute, and they've already worn it out. I'm very excited for my Japan vlogs, but I could tell you that because I dropped my camera in Lake Kawaguchiko, that was like a couple of days before we went to Tokyo, so I don't really have a lot of Tokyo footage on the camera, but I tried to film some stuff down on my iPhone, so hopefully that works. So whilst in Kyoto, I managed to book us a seat at Kichi Kichi Omurice as well. Do look out for the vlogs because it was a really fun experience, and I think my parents really enjoyed it. So I got their t-shirt as well. They have like a lot of merch as well. They were selling the egg frying pan, but I got myself the t-shirt, so it says Kichi Kichi Omurice. But the main reason why I wanted to get this is because at the back there is a really nice print of Kyoto, and it looks like that, and I think it's just cool because I really wanted like a t-shirt from Kyoto as well. So it's just a 2-in-1. I didn't need to get a t-shirt from Kyoto after that. So this is the t-shirt that I got from Kichi Kichi. And then while I was in Osaka, we were waiting for this okonomiyaki store to seat us. My mom and I actually chanced upon this shop selling like kimonos, and we got 3 kimonos because they were like 3 for $24 Sing. So that's a really good deal. My favorite one is actually this black one, because at the back, look at it, there's this colorful Japanese print on it. It's so pretty, and it's like in different shade of colors. This is my absolute favorite one. I will totally wear this out as well. So pretty. So the kimonos all look like that. They have this long sleeve, and look at it, the print is so pretty. We were sharing the kimonos as well, and the next one I got is actually this rainbow one that has a lot of pretty colors on it. So pretty. And the back, it kind of looks like that, and it's very soft. My mom just washed this, so it's like even softer right now. And then this one is rather traditional, like in terms of print wise. So looks like that, a normal pink and cream one. I thought we would get like a slightly traditional one. So those are the 3 kimonos. My favorite is definitely the black one, the iridescent sheen on it. Anything iridescent is up my alley, if you don't already know. So we also went to Uniqlo, I think on one of the days. Was it Kobe? I think in Kobe. So near the port there was like this really huge shopping center and it was near the JR station anyway, so we needed to go to the JR station to head back to Osaka. So I got this black top from it. I really wanted to buy it in Singapore, but I decided to just get it in Japan. It was part of like a collection. I can't remember what collection is this, but it looks like that. It's very intricate, and it's cheaper in Japan. That's why I got it there. There was this set of Uniqlo pajamas that I really wanted to get in Singapore, but I thought I'll go to Japan and get it, but they didn't have it. They have the same one, but in a different sort of material. It's not cotton, and it's like silk, and I don't really want any more silk pajamas. I want the like really soft cotton, and they only had the ones in the long pants, not short. So That's unfortunate. I guess it's because they don't really wear shorts to sleep there, I'm not sure. I also got myself this caramel sports bra from the same collection. Not sure if it says what collection it is here, but yeah, it has inbuilt padding, so that's great. Really nice. I didn't really buy a lot of fashion items on this trip simply because I'm trying to cut down on my fast fashion. Like, I don't really want to buy so many items, but I picked up this skirt. It looks like that. I wore it on the trip as well. It's really huge and poofy, and it comes with an elastic band, so I thought it was just really nice to wear. I picked that up in Osaka. Another thing that I picked up in Osaka was this cropped little top here. It has this cutout at the top here, so very Korean-esque, which is what I liked about it. And this white stripe is quite Adidas as well. The one store that I really wanted to go to was Kith. Kith is located in Tokyo. I think they only have Kith in Tokyo, so that's why I really wanted to go there. Picked up 2 items from Kith. So the first one being this t-shirt from Kith. So it looks like that. It's a cream t-shirt, and then it says Kith here, New York. So at the back it's just a plain t-shirt, but I really love their t-shirts. They're very thick and just really comfortable. This is in extra small because they are in US sizing, so I would say size down because it was really huge. I also picked up this beige crop top that says Kith at the side here. This one I picked up in a size S just because I want it to be slightly oversized. I wore this on my flight back home, so this is what it looks like. My mom already washed it and folded it nicely, and then I just destroyed it. Oh god. But don't worry, I will fold it back nicely as well. We also went to the Adidas flagship store in Tokyo, and I picked up a couple of items. I went in specifically looking for the Sambas, but they didn't have the Sambas in my size, in the colorway that I wanted, so I didn't pick those up. However, they did do customized t-shirts, so there's this like grey t-shirt that I bought. It's so soft, I really love it. And then at the back, you can actually print whatever you want. So I decided to just print a word Tokyo on it, and it's not like stamped on it, it's really like hot pressed into it, so it's like flat. I really have no idea how they did it, but I really wish I did another t-shirt because this is so soft and I really liked it. I wore it to Disneyland, I think. The other item I picked up was actually this jumpsuit. I think Rose from Blackpink wore it on the advert or something like that. So this is from the Blackpink line, and it just looks like that. I wore this on the flight back home as well, and I got a lot of compliments from the Singapore staff because I was like shopping when I came back at DFS, and they were like, oh my god, where did you get your jumper from? You look so great in it. I was like, oh thanks. But because it was so hot, I had to change out the jumper after that, after we just got out of customs. And yeah, Singapore was so hot. So if you've ever been to Tokyo, they have a lot of vintage stores and they have a lot of second-hand stores, and there is this street called Cat Street. I'm not sure what is the actual name for it, but it's called Cat Street, and it's located in Omotesando, and they have a lot of second-hand stores. The one that's really popular is called Ragtag. I was there the last time and I decided to just pop in to take a look because it was just opposite the flagship Adidas store, and I picked up this Ralph Lauren polo shirt, this striped polo shirt, and it was so inexpensive. I think this was like $20 or something like that. Very good quality. I really love it. So here it actually says it's medium, but it says custom fit as well, so I'm not sure if someone actually like made this specially for herself. I think this was in the men's department actually, but I really liked it, so I picked that up because it's so soft. I'm just trying to see if that's all the items that I've got, and I think that's it. So yes, Finally, I've come to the end of this haul. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to share and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!